Conference of Nigeria Political Parties (CNPP) has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to sack the Information Minister Lai Mohammed and the Presidential Spokesman Garba Shehu. CNPP accused the duo of continuously misinforming Nigerians and turning the country into a laughingstock. Secretary General CNPP Willie Ezugu made the call in a statement on Sunday in reaction to the duo's comments on Transparency International Corruption Perceptions Index reports. Ezugu described Mohammed and Shehu as major liabilities that have contributed to the poor image of the All Progressives Congress (APC) government. He noted that the Buhari administration would have been perceived in a better light without the two. To most Nigerians, the Minister of Information represents a face of misinformation, just like the presidential advisor Garba Shehu. Their responses or reactions to national issues have continued to put in present government sincerity in doubt. CNPP said the officials have been working hard, but unsuccessfully, to discredit the current corruption rating of Nigeria. The coalition recalled that Mohammed never rejected Transparency International reports on the country when he was a spokesman of the opposition. Less than 8 years ago, Lai Mohammed described Nigeria's low corruption rating as a reflection of the harvest of corruption scandals under the then President Goodluck Jonathan administration, when he claimed was attested to by Transparency International. He urged then President Jonathan to wake up from his slumber and face the reality that corruption is fast eating deep into the soul of Nigeria. Based on low corruption ratings, how come the Minister of Information is busy trying to discredit an organization he had always hailed as opposition spokesman? Nearly 5 years after Lai Mohammed declared that insurgents have been technically defeated, the President Buhari administration has not been able to proactively stop Boko Haram insurgents. Rather, new phases of terrorism like banditry and killer headers activities took a turn for the worse. Just like the perception of the President Buhari administration on security has changed, with renewed hope since the sack of the former service chiefs, we urge him to give his administration a fresh breath by firing the two top information managers, the CNPP said. Well, honestly, do you think you can really blame the two people? They are just trying. They are just trying their best to cover a lot of things, but the more they try to cover, because the foundation is already faulty, something is really wrong. I was even thinking that this group is going to be adding Femi Adesina to the people to be sacked. No matter what, and I've said it, if you are a boss, you are a leader, and you are not competent, those who are under you, no matter how competent they may be, they will never outshine you, because all your ideas will be trickled down to them, and they themselves, they'll begin to behave in a funny way. If they are telling you this is the way out, you'll be saying something different, and it will be very, very difficult. But one thing about us in this country is that, especially the politicians, they will want to die here because of the benefits they are getting. They cannot just say, oh, I can't continue with this because this thing is denting my own image as well. They don't know how to resign. That is the problem. And they want to have this title. Oh, don't you know, it's former this, former whatever, former this, former this, former that. All of those titles, they love it. And with the juicy allowances they get, so nobody's going to resign. So when it comes to integrity, when it comes to how will I put it? Yes, integrity. They don't resign. Are making a good name for themselves. They don't resign. They will be there because they will say, "I better forget it. Who down will help?" Because we don't even fancy it to be anything. And these are the people who will be telling you proverbs about the country, or proverbs about our culture. A good name is better than riches and whatever. They will be telling you all manner of things. But once they get in, for them to act that same way, they will never do that. Of course, Lai Mohammed told us that Boko Haram has been defeated technically. And the group should not also forget that these people, like we already have now, a lot of things that the government, the present administration is doing that is very, very wrong. And I've always said it, a lot of people are on the waiting list just for them to come in, and they will use all those loopholes to come and tell Nigerians, oh, these are the problems, these are this and that, so that Nigerians will be able to fall for them. Then you now say, oh yes, these are the problems, these people really understand what we are going through. The same way like Mohammed and Buhari, all of them, the same way they came on board, they use all of those loopholes in the deficiencies in the past administration to come in, and a lot of people bought that idea, and they came up, everything just just went from 10 to 1. You talk about economy, go and check our exchange rate, our the value of our naira, what it was before. They will begin to give you all manner of things. Now they will be COVID-19 started last year. They will not be telling you the reason why we're not moving forward. It is as a result of COVID-19. Oh, like Mohammed told us that Boko Haram has been defeated technically, and meanwhile these people have they've gained branches. They have branches of whatever. Now they don't even talk about Goodluck Jonathan, because it's like they have minimized it, because Goodluck Jonathan is now rubbing hands with them. They are romancing themselves. So all the days of always calling on the past administration, of course they still say it, but they don't even mention Goodluck Jonathan's name, because of course they have reduced all of those blame game. So they will continue to behave in that manner because they wanted to come on board. So they will tell Nigerians all manner of things, and there's no way they are going to accept it, because what is happening now is even worse than what they were accepting then, when he was accepting the transparency international, all of these things they were doing. Yes, it's true, you are right, you are this, you are that, but let them come in, they will become something else, which they have turned to. Now they are even confused. They are even confused and they are confused with the situation of things right now, and they don't have solutions to it. Buhari was telling us, I think after 1 year or so, when he came on board, he said, oh, he didn't know that. I wish he was really young when he came on board. And people are like, seriously, didn't you know your age? Didn't you know what the job of to become a president, what it entails? And you're telling us, oh, you would have done better. All those things are just excuses upon excuses that do not really add up. And when you talk about Gabashew, they are, and you know that there's something is really wrong in that sort of. They are just trying to package the whole thing, so it is not an easy thing. Even Femi Adesina, the other day they told us the presidency, according to what they tweeted, that these people were, what did they say? They told us that whether they sacked them or whatever, at the end of the day, they came out and begin to tell us that they were not sacked or they were sacked and all of that. So that is how it is. If the headship is not sound, there's nothing the other part of the body will be able to do. They are just trying their best to cover a lot of things, and at the end of the day, everything is coming to them. If really the president himself is really on top of the game, he would have been able to. He would have done better. All of these people will not be telling him what is not, because that is on the note why this group is calling him to sack them. You think he can do that? He's not going to do that, because they are even the ones backing him up. When you hear presidency, people are always asking, who is the presidency? Just like this man was talking about Babachir Lawal, when they were telling him that the presidency has taken decision on his case, then he said, who is the presidency? So that is just the meaning of this whole thing. So guys, let us hear your opinion and leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you.